So we are now live on YouTube, in addition to being live on Facebook. So what I'm going to do in order is go ahead and bring up our. Okay, I'll be back for that. We got some scams out there, y'all. I get alerts, so I gotta go handle that after this live. God is with us. If God be for me, hallelujah. Okay, let me get us up on TikTok. We're 1 minute behind the time I told them I would be there. And here we are. Okay. Sorry, I'm blocking the camera. It's on the side on my tablet for some reason. Okay, let's take this off. Let me. There we go. We're just going to go live. Hello, TikTok. So, you guys are last on our list of try streaming on tonight. We're live on our Facebook page, Dr. AJ Austin. We are live on YouTube. We're also live on TikTok now. So YouTube is blackwomeningrants.com. Spell out the DOT. www.youtube.com/blackwomeningrants.com. And see, for some reason, TikTok is not trying to let me bring up our live for YouTube. So we got to wait. So y'all can see our screen as well. Hey, TikTok. I'm going to be talking to y'all mostly because this is where y'all show up first live. We're also introducing a new community. I'll share a little bit more about that in just a moment. But you guys come on in and say hello. Let me see if I can also get us a new board up here. And I want to celebrate the one lonely viewer we got. Hey, girl. Thank you for hanging out. I'm assuming it's a woman. This is Black Women in Grants. We talk all things grants for Black women. Let me lighten my screen. I have to go out of TikTok to do that. Oh, Lordy. There we go. And we are back. Hey, TikTok. Hi, Goddess Swings. How are you? Hey, look at Yolanda Hart here early. Hey, cousin. That's my country cousin, y'all. We are state bordered cousins, okay? We both in the country. Hey, girl. Welcome. I'm going to try to remember what I was doing before I had to go lighten my screen so I can see y'all better. So come on in, say hello. Let's get started. I hope y'all are ready. This is Black Women in Grants. We talk all things grants for Black women. Those of you who would like to find, apply for, and win grants. So, is that you? Tell me in the chat. Just say, hey, if that's you. You can also like the live. Thank y'all for already liking the live. Yolanda, I think that's you. I believe that's you. You real good on these TikTok lives. So y'all go ahead and like the live if you are a Black woman. Just tap away because you're going to let TikTok know to bring in more people. We are ready to receive more Black women being a part of this conversation. So you're just going to tap your screen as quick as you can. Okay. I'm trying to learn the rules of the tap, child. We made it to 116,000 taps on our last live. I can't believe I get to say that. It's so exciting. So I don't know how high we're going to get tonight, but we can get started. Amen. I took a screenshot of one of our fellow live streamers who had 1 million likes on her page the other day. I was like, girl, that is amazing. So I'm celebrating with her as well. Let's see. We're at 1.1, 1.2. Let me see who's live we're on. I just saw me pop up. I guess because it just came on, it's popping up. Just trying to make sure we are live on the right page. So we are Black Women in Grants on TikTok. Make sure you're on the right page, okay? We have over 84,700 of y'all. Maybe we'll have more after tonight's live because you're going to follow this page, right? Okay. I was just double checking with you real quick. Because when you do that, you make sure that you're getting the right information directly from me, the source, with all of this info about grants, what they are, what they're not, um, and what you can look forward to when you start applying for these opportunities we're about to talk about tonight. So come in, tap the live, tell me you're here. We're at 1,500 lives. Yeah, I mean likes. Y'all are the bomb diggity. I love it. TikTok is finally letting me share my screen here. Uh let's try to share with TikTok here on YouTube. There we go. So YouTube should be seeing us now. You guys see us. We got 16 of y'all in the house and almost at 2K likes. Y'all are a good crew. I like y'all, especially Yolanda, because I know mostly it's her tapping. Yolanda, do you know how I can see who taps the most? Because as I mentioned, we had 116,000 likes the other day. I don't know what our view count was at that time, like at the max, but I'm like, somebody was working double overtime with them taps. Okay. So I want to be able to see like how to find out who it is doing the most tapping and celebrate them. Okay. So I'm just giving a shout out to the over 2,400 taps now. And I know we're gonna get so much more. I know we'll hit at least 10K tonight, probably before the next 10 minutes or so. Hey, Black women, y'all come on in this room. So this is Black Women in Grants. We're talking all things grants for Black women. If you would like to find, apply for, or win a grant, tap your screen. Just keep tapping. Let's watch our hearts flutter. Tell TikTok you like this topic. And you want to keep hearing it. Goddess Work says hello. Yes. Hey, honey. Yolanda is saying hello. I'm reading y'all's comments on our YouTube because TikTok, we ain't gonna go there yet. Wait till it start tripping and then I'm gonna have something to say. You said, ooh, you just starting great. I didn't miss anything. We just got here, girl. So I go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So add that to your calendar so you can get here early. Okay. Be first. You want to be part of the first crew. That way I can get to your questions quicker. You can get all the goodies. We do a little green room, chat. I did my little chat with Facebook today because they were first with me logging on. And so come early. We'll be happy to have you. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Welcome in. Hey, Jay Torres. Thank you, Yolanda, for the hashtag FYP. Y'all do me a favor. Hold down on my nose. Somewhere in this area, just hold your screen on my nose. It's going to bring up your follower list. Can you do me a favor and just tap on some people you think should be here? You know that they're Black women. They're business owners. They have for-profit businesses, and they could use this knowledge about how to get free money for their business. And then imagine when you're the one that told them about it. Let me tell you, when somebody first introduced me to grants for my business, I sent her 10% of my first grant win. So my first grant win in 2020 for my business, I've won over $1 million in my personal life, but in the business space, a lady sent me a list of grants. And when I won my first grant off that list for $1,000, I sent her $100. I said, go feed them babies. She was pregnant during the pandemic and had a baby. So I said, go feed them babies because I know you hungry. And she was. So that's what I did. So you ain't doing it. Just do it for the plot. You ain't doing it expecting nothing back, but sow a seed. You just never know how that harvest returns. So just hold down on my nose and click on a few people that you know should be here. I know I be getting stuff in my inbox all the time. Y'all be sharing stuff. Y'all better share, okay? Goddess says true beauty right there. Girl, that's how I'm raised in the word, honey. You give and it shall be given. You pay a 10th. That was a 10th. I paid my tithes on that day. Amen. So let's sow a seed on tonight. This is Black Women in Grants. My name is Dr. AJ Austin. I am founder of BlackWomenInGrants.com, where I help Black women, for-profit small business owners find, apply for, and win grants. So if that's you, you should either be tapping the screen like, that's me, I found my people, I'm here, I'm so excited. That's you telling TikTok, this works for you. Like, this is what you want to see, okay? And then you're also sharing the live with someone who needs to be here by holding on to my nose on your screen. Just point to my nose, hold it, And then your follower list or people that you usually share TikToks with should pop up. And you could just click the little checkbox by their name, like, girl, come on, you need to be here. So that's how friends usually find out about good stuff, like the girl told them. I know that's how it works in my world, right? Somebody's always sending me some good news, like, I know this could help you. You know, if you're here and you're not a Black woman, that's okay. You're welcome to stay, but you got to bring a friend. So I know that you got at least one Black friend. I bet you better invite her to this live, pay your dues. Okay, you got to pay to be here. You got to give to receive, my sister. So let me get my fan on and turning towards me because y'all know I get hot and cold. Okay. Hold on. I saw somebody's comments. Hold on. Oh, you said I just looked at your website. Go look at it. We got some good news to share tonight. So I won a grant last week for $6,000, which allowed me to extend our scholarship fund for y'all to come train with me as your mentor. And so over at blackwomeningrants.com, you can claim one of the scholarships. It'll actually give you $800 off of the tuition for my mentorship program. So you invest $197 and a grant takes care of the rest of that. So we've given away 600 plus scholarships, over $500,000 within the last year or so with these scholarships. As I win grants, this is how I sow my seed and pay it forward, pay a tithe, invest back. So it takes off that from your tuition. You invest that $197, and there's Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm if you need payment arrangements on that. And the scholarship pricing is first come, first serve. Okay. And it comes with a bonus. I'll tell you about the bonus in just a minute. So make sure y'all hang out with me. If you're new here, welcome. I want to see, let's do East Coast, West Coast, and Midwest. Who's here representing the West Coast? Tap your screen. I want to see the taps go up. You got to tap to tell me you're representing the West Coast. We're going to see who the best side. They say the West side, the best side, but I got something to say. The South got something to say. We're at 8.3K likes. So I'm guessing Cali and everybody on the West side ain't representing. If you're on the West Coast, just tap your screen. Send some love. I should see showers of hearts at this point. Y'all always creeping in here. Somebody, what about California? I'm trying to give y'all some space to represent because I already know who about to win this battle, okay? If you're Midwest, rep your hood, tap the screen. Let's see. Cali got us to 8.8. Let me see what the Midwest got. Let's see how much we can go up. 100. And that's cute. Midwest, y'all ain't representing. If you're in the okay, y'all tap, but we at 9.1. Oh, that's cute. It's cute. So, okay. East Coast, where y'all at? Where are my people at on tonight? Tap your screen if you're on the East Coast right now. I don't care if you're not from here. I don't care if you don't live here. You could be here just visiting. If you got family on the East Coast, you better be represented tapping your screen right now. We are bringing in our people, okay? Me and Yolanda on the East Coast. I know she in Alabama. I'm in Georgia. Y'all better represent. We're Florida, Texas, even South Carolina, North Carolina. Where y'all at? Because y'all always try to come to my hood in Atlanta. Y'all better be tapping this screen. I know that. I love all of y'all. If you're in the North America region, tap your screen. Don't tell me in the chat. See, y'all can't even follow. Look at Texas and North Carolina, just hard-headed. Tap the screen. Like the live here. Follow directions, twin mama. Y'all supposed to be representing your city by tapping the screen. Okay, I'm going to say East Coast won because we at 10.7K likes. I got to let my people win, okay? She said I'm tapping and telling. I love it. Keep tapping, representing. So what we're doing, hopefully, if it's true, what people have been teaching me about TikTok Lives, is that you're telling TikTok to bring in more Black women into this conversation, okay? And so, hey, Gwendolyn, welcome back, girl. Gwen is here, everybody. Yolanda said she's tapping out here in Louisiana. Did you move, Yolanda? I thought you were in Alabama. I thought that's why we were country cousins. Did I get it twisted? Did I forget something? Don't make that southern accent come out. Thank you for sharing the live joy of it all. C Moore or CJ Moore, CJ Moore, CJ Moore, CJ. Is that you, girl? I didn't see. Y'all got to say something to me when you come in so I can see everybody. I be trying to read every comment. Sweet Events, thank you for sharing the live. And then TikTok, just for no reason at all, resets my comments. So if I miss you in the comments, girl, talk to me again. It just disappears. Um, you've been in Louisiana the whole time, girl. I thought it was Alabama. I could have swore we had a conversation about Alabama. Okay, I just done put you in the state. Well, that counts as the South. Okay, the South got something to say. Amen. Okay. All right. Philly is represented. Oh, Philly, you better tap that screen. Y'all so hard headed. Look at y'all. Okay. Thank you, Yolanda. She's saying Robin's in the right place. And Robin, we're about to dive in, girl. What is the link chain, goddess? Let me know, girl. I'm learning. I guess we're on a new algorithm here on TikTok, honey, because we usually have 4 people in these lives, but lately I've been getting 50 to 100 plus. So I'm happy you guys are here. So welcome. Let me know. Let's see. Oh, 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 oh. I'm trying to think how I want to do it. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, founder of BlackWomenInGrants.com, where I'm offering scholarships to come join me. I have 2, no, 3. We got 3 open tonight, available on a first come, first serve over at BlackWomenInGrants.com. And I'm going to break down how you get that scholarship to come work with me as your mentor. I have a live event planned. We have a new online community that is open right now. And people are knocking on the doors waiting to get in. And I won't let them in just yet. We just built her up today. And shouts out to our girl. If she's on here, she's going to call. I'm going to let her speak for herself. I ain't even going to tell her business like that. But she told us about this new community and invited me into hers. And I've been in love ever since. So I've been over here studying how it works. Because this is where we're going to go when TikTok goes away. So we'll be live on YouTube on our BlackWomenInGrants.com channel, as well as our new online community. I'll probably keep Facebook going for a little bit. And then, y'all, let me tell you the good news. And y'all, we can celebrate. So the grant that I won last week for 6K, 1,000 of it is what's known as a reimbursement grant. And what that means is some grants you'll see where they'll match funds, if you will. So they'll say, hey, go buy yourself a new tech gadget. Do you want a new camera, new phone, new laptop, or Bapuda, as my little niece used to call computers? They'll say, go buy you, desktop, whatever you need, and we'll just reimburse you for the cost. So we're about to do that soon with this new grant. I just got to get all the paperwork submitted. And so I'm going to be buying a new phone. And so we'll try to bring us up on Instagram as well. So y'all, I got like 3 devices here, and then I'm flipping back and forth on my laptop. I'm talking to y'all. I'm checking on Facebook here. Like we're going to have it going on. Okay. So God is good. Hey, CJ. Okay. We have another CJ. So forgive me if she comes on, I'm going to be calling both of y'all CJ. We're going to have to find a way to distinguish you guys. So welcome to Black Women in Grants, everyone. We're at 15,900, 16,000 likes. Look at y'all. So tap your screen if you are a Black woman, like confirm, and God know where you live. So if you're lying, I pray that as you get into a deep REM sleep slumber on tonight, he just tap on your heart and wake you up. Like, get on up, come repent. Okay, but tap your screen if you're a Black woman for real, you know. Y'all know. Tap your screen if you are a for-profit small business owner. You're for-profit. That means that the money you make, you keep. You put it in your pocket. You invest it back into your business. You paying employees, etc. And you ain't trying to go through no red tape. You good. You for profit. Even if you haven't started your business yet, tap that screen. If you got an idea of a business that you could start one day, tap that screen, okay? If you got a business that you started, but you ain't really made a whole lot of money, at least not as much as you would like to, tap your screen. So if you're Black and you're a woman and you're for profit, you should be tapping your screen. We're at 18K likes, so we're just at 15.9, so I'll take it. Majority of these 59 people on this live is a Black woman for-profit small business owner, or would like to be. Okay, said definitely have both, and still ain't enough money. You better be tapping in. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, so we're getting warmed up. We're getting into the mindset that I need to first make sure you qualify to be here, because a lot of y'all be like, how do I win a grant? How do I qualify for a grant? How do I follow in direction? According to the last 2 grant writers that I've talked to, majority of Black women are not winning grants because they do not follow directions. Okay, so keep following the directions. Hey, Wendy Woo. Miss Kawana says she ain't stopped tapping. Keep tapping, girl. Let me tell you why. So if you're Black, you're tapping. If you're a woman, you're tapping your screen. If you are a for-profit small business owner, or you would like to be, you're tapping your screen. If you are based in the United States, like the northern part, the shape with the little Florida, Georgia, if you there, North America, tap your screen. Even if you don't live here, it's okay. As long as your business, or at least one of them, is based here, you need to be tapping. You could do the double tap. I don't know if that really works, but let's try it, okay? If you are a Black woman with a for-profit small business, you're based in the United States, and you're over the age of 18, tap your screen. You do not have to tell me how old you are. I really don't care. And I know some of y'all gonna do it that way. Anyway, tap your screen, the number of years you are here on this God's green earth. Tap your screen. So if you're 40, what you do? If I see something like that, tap that much. We at 22K, so y'all old. I wish you could do like combined experience. You know, like there's 1,000,000 years of Black experience on this live tonight. According to these taps, we close. It's 1,000-year-olds in here. Y'all tap your screen. Tap your screen. Right. Miss Corner says, we are never too old to learn something new. She's here for the education. Hey, Coco Bood. How are you, girl? Welcome back. Coco's one of our subscribers here on TikTok that is literally paying money every month just to come on our lives and talk to me and get blessed. Thank you, Jay Torres, for the share. If you're Black, if you're a woman, if you're for-profit, if you're based in the United States, if you're over the age of 18, we had 24K. Y'all are old. Hey, wisdom in the house. Don't look at my wisdom up here. I call them tinsels because they sprinkle in every now and again. Me and my tinsel. It's wisdom over here. Ain't he good? So you're Black, you're tapping. You're a woman, you're tapping. You're for-profit, you're tapping. You're based in the United States, you're tapping. You're over the age of 18, you're tapping. What's my other one? Ooh, this is a good one. If you own at least 51% of your Black woman-owned for-profit small business based in the United States, tap your screen. Let me know. Because some of y'all have 50-50 partnerships, but the grants that we win over at blackwomeningrants.com has to be majority owned by a Black woman. So that 1%, it has to be 51% all the way up to 100%. Okay, as long as it's Black owned. Okay, by a woman. Those are the grants you qualify to win in our crew. So welcome. We're at 25.8. We got 48 of y'all here. Somebody working overtime with these taps. I see you and I appreciate you. You're welcome. And so, if you're both, that's a great question, Deirdre. It's gonna depend on whose name owns that 51%. There's that tiebreaker. So as long as it's not 2 Black women with 50-50%, one of y'all need to own 1 extra percent, and that's the one who qualifies for the grants. Thank you. Nobody's ever asked that out of the thousands of people who have been here. Miss Corner says, "Give me your flowers in advance." Thank you, girl. So you're Black, you're a woman, you're for-profit, you're based in the United States, you're over the age of 18, you own at least 51% of your business, and you need a grant. Do you need a grant? If so, I want you to get the figure in your mind of how much you need in a grant. And I want you to tap into your heart's desire, and every tap represents $1. So if you need $2, put your 2 taps in and get your pen and your journal, because I'm about to teach you how to tap for more. Okay. I heard tapping is clapping. I heard one of my fellow livers say that tapping is clapping. So clap for your money, honey. Claim it, because we're getting in the mindset. So we've qualified that you're Black, you're for-profit, you're Black, you're a woman, you're for-profit small business owner based here in the United States, over the age of 18, own at least 51% of your business. Forgot what else I said. Let's see. Need a grant, but we're tapping, tapping, tapping our screen in the amount of dollars that we would like to win. Do you have grants for new businesses? I have a list of grants with over $1.2 million in funding on the list. You can get your hands on it over at blackwomeningrants.com when you come join us in our mentorship program. It's for startup businesses as well as those of you who are established. So as long as you're qualified to be here, like we're tapping on our screen telling TikTok, wait a minute, girl, I'm qualified to be here. That's what we're doing right now. That's what we're doing. So tap your screen, let TikTok know that you're in the right place. And when I see that the taps are continuing, we can continue. Amen. Okay. So I'm trying to find my little, I'm just giving y'all a minute to tap in dollars, literally tap in. Okay. How much in grants do you want to win? I think I have to do this beforehand. Okay, I don't want to mess nothing up, so I'll do that next time. So we tap in. I see the heart straggling in. Okay. So I'm going to let y'all keep tapping while I talk. If you're just joining us, welcome. My name is Dr. AJ Austin, founder of blackwomeningrants.com, where I help Black women find, apply for, and win grants. If you would like to find grants, make sure you're tapping your screen. Thank you for the repost. Go. Appreciate you, girl. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Got my screen back. That's for you, Coke. Okay. If you're trying to apply for grants, like you've been looking for grants, you're ready to apply, you've tried to apply, you've been denied. We call that tried, applied, denied. Tap your screen. You're letting me know we're at 34,000 lines. Okay. So y'all said you're Black, you're a woman, you're for-profit, you're over the age of 18, you're based in the United States, you own at least 51% of your business, you would like to find a grant. You would like to apply for a grant. Would you like to win a grant? Tap your screen. If you would like to win a grant, I need to see you share. So just hold down my nose on your screen and then share this with a few people from your follow list, people that you be sharing TikToks with anyway. Let me see your share and see who is ready to win. Let's see. Kimberly's ready. Deirdre is ready. Oh, I need to look at this other screen. Oh, wait a minute. Tiff is ready. Kathy's ready. Katina's ready. Shonda's ready. Coco's ready. Miss Kawana's ready. April's ready. Shonda Mama ready. I like your name. Gwen's ready. I see you guys. Thank you for sharing the live. Here you go. Appreciate you. Okay. So now I'm nosy. So I need to know those of you who said you're Black, you're a woman, you're a for-profit, you're based here in the United States, you're over the age of 18, you own at least 51% of your business. You would like to find a grant, apply for a grant, and win a grant. What is your business? What business are you in? Tell me about the business or the business idea that you have that you would like to win a grant for. It's one business, one idea, go. Let me see who's going to be first. What do you do? Tell me about the business. Either you ready to get started. A Hall is first with her salon and spa. Congratulations, girl. April says home health care, non-medical. Deirdre does charcuterie. Shana is NEMT transportation. Manicured by Mel B is in the beauty industry, mobile nail salon. Kathy B does crafts. Lifestyle wants to do a cleaning business. Katina does community groups. Tiff does medical supplies. Kimberly says support group outreach business. Mo says charcuterie board and bliss. Lustful says just got approved to open a beauty school. Go, girl. Give Me is a baker. Y'all ain't typing fast enough. Y'all better hurry up for TikTok. Delete these comments. Decorating and party design is Tiff. Chandra says sitter service for dementia patients. Drop off your loved ones at 7 a.m. Drop your loved ones. Okay, I can't make sense of that last part. Kathy, is paparazzi still around? I was wondering about y'all. D. Levitt said staffing agency. So y'all are telling me what you do in your business. Gwendolyn is an herbalist. Love it. Adrian does CPR, first aid, and AED. What's AED training, Adrian? Kimberly does custom design clothing. Kathy said, "Yes, man, we are good." I have not seen y'all in. Oh, I haven't been to a whole lot of in-person events lately, but y'all used to be everywhere. I got so much paparazzi jewelry, child. One lady that lives here in Georgia, she let me come to her house, and she has a whole bedroom in organized color, and I got to just shop. She just left me. Her and her husband left me in the house. I'm in there shopping, pulling out. Girl, I got too much sauce. Arita has a cleaning service. Miss Kawana says Narcan trainer. What is that? Is that like bad? Is that drugs? Oh, can I say that on TikTok? Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. Adrian says automated external defibrillator. Oh, yeah, I would have never guessed that. Okay, so AED it is. Thank you, girl. Shay says events, aspiring to own an event space. Got it. Prevention. Okay, I like it. Oh, I think I saw a TikTok video about that because some libraries have that machine in them now to give like the emergency prevention medical. I love it. Okay. Anybody else want to tell me about their business really quick? What do you do? Hey, boss moves. What do y'all do in your business that you want to win a grant for? Kathy says, listen, come on and join me website. Child, anybody saying no paparazzi. As a matter of fact, with your paparazzi business, you won't qualify for grants. They don't give grants to franchises. And because paparazzi is a franchise, you're going to have to find a different spin on it. And I can tell you how to do more about that. Just tell me help in the chat if you want me to help you with that. God is good says community speaker for our maternity for Black. I like it. I like it. Anybody else? Final call. Tell me what you do in your business. Not you, Coco. That one for you. Stop trying to take her help. Youth holistic recovery and alternative services. Okay. Stay to myself. I know that's right, child. She said I have a clothing brand and cleaning business plus a product. Okay, Kathy says help. Kathy, what else do you do in addition to your paparazzi? Let me know in the chat. Cynthia says provide ready for work job training and development, slow income, just as involved. You better be just as involved with. Okay, Cynthia, I like that. We call that social impact. You can definitely win a grant for your business. Boss Move says non-medical home health companion service. Love it. Y'all have some phenomenal business ideas. So if you're just joining us, welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, winner of multi-millions of dollars in grants and grant-funded opportunities, founder of BlackWomenInGrants.com. We have 600 mentees in my mentorship program. You can check out BlackWomenInGrants.com. Kathy, I said, I feel like I should call you Miss Kathy. Let me click on your page. Oh, we look like we the same age, child. You cute, I'm cute. Okay, so we equal. I be seeing older women sell paparazzi. Hold on, let me get off this screen. I had to check. I ain't want to be disrespecting you if I'm supposed to be. I'm from the South, girl. So Miss Kathy, if you are in anything over 55, you look amazing. But I'm assuming you younger than that because black don't crack. So anyway, what I said was like, in addition to your paparazzi jewelry business, what else do you do? Like, are you a speaker? Do you want to be an author? Do you host workshops? Tell me, what else do you do? Let me know. Right. So that's what I said. So answer that and I can help you out. If you're just joining us, welcome. You're putting what you do in your business that you could use the grant for. Put it in the chat. And you also should be tapping. That is the cost of entry into tonight's live. So you're tapping your screen as you're talking to me in the chat. And we really have a goal. I'm trying to supersede our 116K taps from our last live 2 days ago. So y'all got to work to do. We're a third of the way there. So if you talking, you need to also be tapping because you in here. Okay, so let me know. Brenda, you can tell me what type of business you have. You can tap the lives and I'll answer your question about grants in just on a momento. Por favor. No, I'm playing. Let's see. Kathy, I'm waiting on you. Try not to miss your answer. Shay says she's excited. Elevating Mind says delivery service. Thank you, girl. Tap your screen. Pay your fee. Okay, there we go. Hold on. TikTok. Brenda, you tapping? I'm finna click. Let me click. Dang, I can't click. I'm trying to be nosy and see who tapping the most. I'm gonna figure this out. Stay says I need to buy the learning how to pitch for grants. Okay. Crease is a realtor. Well, what is the sweet crumbs? Cree? I'm conversion. Okay, Brenda says she tapping. Tidy Tasha Minor. My cousin Tasha? Let me know, girl. You bake and you do real estate? Okay. I'm trying to understand now. So you're telling me about your business in the chat, what you do in that business that you want to get a grant for. Thank you, Boss Moves, for liking the live. I appreciate you. If you're new here, I'm Dr. AJ Austin, founder of BlackWomenInGrants.com. I have a scholarship for my mentorship program for 3 of y'all to come join me tonight, but you got to be first come, first serve. We're having an event online and or live here in Atlanta coming up in November, and I'm giving away free tickets to this event for the first person who joins us tonight in our mentorship program over at BlackWomenInGrants.com. I also wrote books on grants. Y'all forgive me what I'm about to show y'all. I call myself putting this printed out cover in this cheap Dollar Tree picture frame last night and it broke, but it's still cute. So this is the book that I've been working on this month. It's called Ask, and it's all about high level grant winning. So if you know that you need at least like 10,000, 25,000, 50,000 and up, yeah, that book is for you. I wrote this book called Finding Funding, all about how to find, apply for, and win grants. Talking about what they are, where to find them, and which ones you should be applying for based on where you are in your business. If you're in the startup phase of your business, tap your screen. Let me see. We're at 46K likes. Let me see how many startups we got in here out of our 60 people that are here now. Okay, so let me break it down. A startup is you're new in business. Miss Girl, I don't know what time. I ain't even did all the planning yet, but just get your ticket when you join the mentorship. I'm gonna send all the details. Our event coming up in Atlanta is sponsored by Google, so I'm waiting on them to flesh out the details with me. And so I know more coming up. But you got to be in the mentorship to get an exclusive invitation. So that's how we're doing that. Okay. Startups. Where y'all at? Oh, it's a lot of y'all. Okay. So startup means that your idea is still in your head. It's no idea. It's an idea. It's a light bulb right above your head. It may be in a journal on your desk. I ain't gonna share what's on my desk right now. That ain't none of your business. Mind your business. Don't judge me. I'm very organized though. So if you got some organized chaos on your desk too, stacks of paper, journals with your ideas, maybe it's on your Bapurda, as my little niece used to call computers. Tap your screen because your idea it's not out of your head yet. Maybe it's in your journal, on your Bapurda, in your head. It could be in a stream of or a thread of emails. It could be in your notes app. Some of y'all say y'all keep them ideas in that notes app. Y'all better hope y'all phone don't do like mine and one day it just won't come back on no more and you done lost all that year of notes. Still mad about that. So she said it's in my Canva. It's in the cloud. That's a startup. So if you're there, if it's in your head, tap. If it's on a journal, in a journal on a piece of paper, tap. If it's stuffed in a box somewhere, stuffed in your book bag, stuffed in your purse, stuffed in your I've had papers everywhere, so I'm trying to think in my brain, like, yeah, out loud. Tap on your screen. If it's in that app in the cloud, Canva, you should be tapping on the screen. If you started a business, right? No matter how long ago, it could have been yesterday. Tap your screen and celebrate yourself. Pat yourself on the back because you got it started. So that means your business is out there. You have a product for sale. You have a service for sale. You have started this business. You maybe have even filed some taxes, got your profit and loss statements, got some testimonials written and or video. People are emailing you, texting you, tagging you on social saying, thank you so much for this product or service. Without you, I don't know what I would do. Like they're so proud that they gave you their money because you put this business out there. Tap your screen. Let me see where y'all at. That's you. That's the started. Okay. 49.8. Okay, so a couple of y'all started. I don't know. It's 56 people here. Okay, 50. We're almost halfway to our 116K thousand likes. What y'all are trying to do is beat the last crew from our live 2 days ago. They were off the chain with these tabs. Y'all represent that East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, USA. Y'all better not let them people outdo y'all. This is a book I wrote called Black Women in Grants. I wrote this earlier this year and released it to my mastermind students, but I'm sharing it with y'all because their stories are here. Every case study of the last 10 ladies I've helped to win almost $500,000 in grants. We'll be at half a mil before the end of the year, like it's nothing. One of our grant winners, I hope she pops on tonight. She just sent me her screenshots. She was selected as a finalist for a $10,000 grant today. Okay. So if she pops on, we might talk a little bit more about that. I don't know how much she can tell, and they know I can't keep no secrets, so they be sending me limited information so that check is in their hands. But she did share that she just got selected as a finalist. She submitted her paperwork, which is part of winning a grant as well. So y'all tapping? Let me know. Oh, I forgot a book. I got 4 of them. Hold on. She's here too. This is one of our books as well. It's called The Grant Game. Grants are a game. Did y'all know that? So I teach you how to play, how I got my first 6 figures in grant funding for my business as a Black woman with a for-profit small business. You do not have to be nonprofit. You can win grants as a for-profit. I said grants, not just one. We win multiples, okay? That way you know it's not a fluke, it's not a one-time thing, it's not a scam, and you can do it on your own. You do not need a grant writer. I don't care what y'all hear. I don't care who's selling you what. You can do this by yourself. Our grant winner from today, she does all this by herself. She finds all this money by herself. So she ain't paying nobody but her team and her staff that she's winning these grants for. Okay. She's a swim instructor in New York. She's won over $35,500. Majority of this just happened like this summer. Every other week, every couple weeks, Tay is sending me an email. I saw a pop up from her today. I said, what Tay done won now? I already knew her sending me this message. She had won something today. She just won 10,000. She was selected as the finalist for one of the $10,000 grants. Before this, she won a $3,500 small business pitch competition, pitching her business for about 5 minutes. Before that, she won another $5,000 local grant. Before that, she also won, she's in a program now where she's getting $5,000 as payment once she completes the program. And then before that, she won a $1,000 small business pitch competition for pitching her business in 60 seconds. Hey, Miss Two. Before that, she won a $5,000 small business pitch competition for pitching her business in 5 minutes. And then she won a $200 pitch competition. Child, I'm trying to keep up with Tay's winning. They are so many. So she's leading the crew as our pitch champion, okay? And so if you want to be like Tay and start pitching your business, which means you got 2 minutes to talk about your business, you talk in a certain order, give them specific information. I teach you how to do that through a template. You get to see me do that for my business. Everything is over in our mentorship from our books here that I showed you guys. My little picture frame falling apart here. I gotta go shopping. That's my excuse. So all of these books, well, except this one, she'll be out soon. No worries. But all of these books come as a part of our mentorship. You can also buy just the book bundle if you're just curious. And yes, they walk you through how to find, apply for, and win grants on your own by yourself. Okay. But if you want me to mentor you through the process and you want to hear from some of our grant winners, I've interviewed them all and walked through exactly what they said, exactly what they did. And they're telling you what you need to go do to follow in their footsteps. So I'll tell you more about our mentorship coming up. But it is over at www.blackwomeningrants.com. Blackwomeningrants.com. Stay to myself says, wow, that's dope. Deirdre says, let me keep tapping. I love it. Y'all better have, I see a couple of y'all saying you got your EINs or your employer identification number. You better. That's free. Why wouldn't you? That plus your business bank account. Yes, you need a business bank account to win grants. They need to send have somewhere to send the money if they pay you electronically. If they send a check to your house after you win a grant, you still got to have an account to deposit it in that has your business name, etc. So it has to be official. So some grants, before they even cut you the check, will say send us your business bank account information. So you need that plus your EIN number for your business. So if you don't have your employer identification number, go get it tonight during this live. It's free. You better. Okay. State of Myself says she's next with these grant wins. You better come join us. So joining us in the mentorship, being the first one tonight, you win one of the tickets to be our VIP guest at my event. It's either going to be live online in November or live here in Atlanta. Just depending on the restrictions Google is giving me, because they're writing a check to make this happen. Amen. So I got to follow their lead. So I'll know more about that coming up, but you got to be in the mentorship to even get the details. I'm just telling you, you get a free ticket when you are the first one to join me. There's also a bonus call you get to do with me, a 60-minute grant application strategy session. Those are starting at $9.97, but I put it in the mentorship as a bonus. You're welcome. Lanita, the website is blackwomeningrants.com, www.blackwomeningrants.com. You can click the link here on TikTok in our description. Just click, I think if you click the top, my like little profile picture here, it should take you to the description with the link, and you just click it. It'll take you to the website, or you can just go there now, blackwomeningrants.com, www.blackwomeningrants.com. It takes about 2 minutes to join us. And so you'll see those options there. Our mentorship is 6 months long. It doesn't take you 6 months to go through the program. Everything is pre-recorded, ready for you. You can download the book now. You can watch videos now. You can download our list of grants with over $1.2 million on the list now. And that list is updated every month at the top of the month. So our new list comes out in 2 days. 2 days. Sometimes our list creator, she'll send it early. So you get first dibs on this month's grants, right? And so what that means is these are grant opportunities that have been found. Like she spends 30 days of each month searching for these opportunities, vetting them, making sure they're good for women in business. They meet the criteria that we're looking for. And then she sends us the link and I share it with you guys in the mentorship. I also interviewed her to see how she's finding this information as well. So I send you that list of grants. I also teach you how to get grants to come to you. And they're not coming to you in your inbox here on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. If anybody is contacting you about winning a grant, that is a scammer. They are about to scam you. They're going to take your money. Okay. Even if they say they're me, even if they say they know me, even if they're sending you pictures of their badge, even if they're claiming they're with the SBA or the Small Business Administration. It's a scam, babe. So be careful. So we talk about that in the mentorship, what to look out for to make sure you're not getting scammed. There are scammers on here with us right now. Okay. So be careful. If anybody is in your inbox talking about if you pay them, if you send them money, they can help you win a grant, block them, report them, move on with your life. Amen. So to join me, the real me, I'm not a robot yet. Give me a minute. Let me learn more about ChatGPT and then we can talk. But it's me. That's over at blackwomeningrants.com. Me as your mentor. Okay. So Trish asked, is it true that a business plan is needed for a grant? Not necessarily. I've applied to $500,000 in 30 days for grants and only one grant asked for a business plan. That's because they're a business association. So no, you don't need a fully fleshed out business plan to apply for a grant, but you do need portions of a plan. So if they say, how are you marketing your business? Meaning, how are you telling people about, how are you getting the word out? What's your outreach? If they say, how are you making sales? You got to be ready to talk through how you either make sales now or how you plan to do it. If they say, who is your target audience? You need to be able to tell them who your product or service is created for, the one that you're selling and applying for a grant for. So those are like the three basics that you would need from a business plan or a lean canvas. You'll hear it referred to as that as well. So yeah, don't let that hold you back. You also don't need articles of incorporation. So like your LLC, your LLP, your INC. A grant will let you know what they want you to have in place before applying. So don't let that hold you back from looking for grants, applying for grants, and winning grants. Lanita says, hello, how do I go about applying for grants? That's what we're talking through. So you guys are telling me in the chat about your business. What do you do in that business that you want to win a grant for? If you're new here, hey girl, I'm Dr. AJ Austin, founder of blackwomeningrants.com. So I help Black women with for-profit small businesses find, apply for, and win grants. So if you are a Black woman with a for-profit small business, you're in the right place. So those are the two qualifications to know whether or not you're eligible for the grants that I know about. And yes, I know exactly where you can go find a grant for your business tonight, regardless of what type of business you have. So hang out with us and come join us over in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com, where I'm giving away 3 scholarships tonight that will let you into our mentorship program for only $197 for the next 6 months. And it's one-time payment. There's Klarna, there's Afterpay, and there's Affirm. If you need it, those are available. Thank you, Shy Sweet, for the follow. Gwendolyn, that is a great question for our friend Google. So ask Google where you can get a business account, and all types of free business accounts will pop up online. Look through it, read the details, make sure it matches where you are in your business is what you're looking for. You're golden. Make sure there are no extra hidden fees, and see how much it takes to deposit to open the account. Look into all of that. Lanita, I think I answered this earlier. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not rereading old comments, but the website is blackwomeningrants.com, www.blackwomeningrants.com. Okay, Coco, are you still here? If so, I need a number between 1 and 35. You're about to pick our topic that we're going to dive into. Since you're one of our paid subscribers, my dear, that's one of the benefits of investing in yourself. So let me know, Coke. And if you're not here, I'll move on to our next. We'll move on to a fan over here. Okay. Let me know if you're still here, girl. If you're new here and you have not shared with me what you do, put it in the chat. Tell me about your business. What do you do in that business that you're looking to win a grant for? Let me know what you do. I got into grants at the age of 9. I won my first round of funding, is what I call it, at 9 years old. I read the most books in my community, in my hood, in my school one summer, and I won $89. CNN television came to our little neck of the hood and filmed me. I was featured in our local newspaper. I got to read for the head of the Department of Education. And since then, from 9 to now, thanks to my mom, I've gone on to win multiple millions of dollars in grants and grant funded opportunities. So everything from one of the cars I drive today, it's parked right behind me in my driveway, right behind this wall. My college education, won over $100,000 in grants and scholarships to go to school. I still took out loans though, but I did that to go shopping. Me and my irresponsible roommate, we were always at the Gap, okay? And Target. Girl, we had a decked out room, okay? But anyway, won money to go to school, $500,000 in medical expenses, forgiven, $250,000 home loan, forgiven, 10 years mortgage free, forgiven. I'm trying to think of what else. It's so much more. Clothes, food, you name it. I've won grants and grant funded opportunities for it. And then in 2020, when the world kind of shut down, we were bored in the house board, and somebody sent me a list of grants. And I'm nosy, so I was reading. I was like, oh, they got grants for business. I didn't know that. And so this is when all the money for Black women was out, and they were making it rain. And I was getting calls from my white friends like, you're my only Black friend. Can you help me? And I'm like, so here we are. So I won my first business grant from a coaching couple. They're in the finance space. The wife wrote a book. They have a podcast together that I still listen to today. So they've been going strong for years. They had an extra $20,000 in their business they wanted to give away. They were looking for 20 people to give $1,000 to. And so I was number 17. I could have been number 20 and would have been just as happy. Put 1K in the chat if you could use at least an extra $1,000 in your business. Talk to me real quick. What you got? Shayna says 1K. You might be the only one, Shayna. Y'all a little quiet in here. Triana, Miss K. I see y'all. Hey, my size. Dr. Omega says 1K. Okay, I see y'all. It's a couple of y'all in here. It's like, I will be thankful. That's 4 figures more in grant wins. Hello. So that's what I did. So remember at the top of the live, I was talking about how I took a portion of that and gave back to the same lady who sent me that list of grants. Because I was like, oh, she don't know. She just introduced me to like a new world. So I sent her $100. Since then, I've won multiple 6 figures in business grants. And so that's where one of the books behind me, our Black Women in Grants book I just showed y'all, another book here, The Grant Game. I put everything that I've learned as I've been winning over the last 5 years, what I see when it comes to being a Black woman, for-profit, small business owner based in the United States, over the age of 18, owning at least 51% of your business and looking for funding. There are tricks, there are secrets. Yes, there are keywords, SEO, secret language, stuff that we don't have time to dive deep into here tonight, which is why I have our mentorship program over at blackwomeningrants.com where I spill the tea and we got more time to spend together. And I help you to find your angle. The angle is what you need when you're approaching grants to win. So y'all have told me in the chat what you do. And now let's talk about like what grants really look for when they write these checks, which is your angle. So your angle deals with like, they're going to ask on every legit grant application, hey, first timers, welcome. Glad to have you here. Good to see you, girl. So they look for something called social impact, community impact, social purpose. You'll hear it called different terms, but you'll see it on the grant application. And so what that means is you're going to see options for you to tell a community story. And so what that could look like, they're going to say, hey, tell us if we give you this grant, what will you do with the funding when it comes to your community? So y'all answer that in the chat really quickly. Tell me if you were to win a grant today. And like me, they're going to say like, oh, if you had to share, pay it forward, sow a seed, 5 to 10%. So let's say you want a $10,000 grant today or $1,000 and you got to take $50, $100 out of your $1,000 grant. What would y'all do with 5 to 10% to help the hood? You could already be working on that in your business. You could already be volunteering in your community doing it. But talk to me in the chat about what you would do with 10%, 5 to 10% of your grant win, regardless of, how much you win, regardless of what you do in your business. This is the secret. It's the key. It's the hidden gem to winning grants. Because I saw somebody put earlier, build a business that doesn't need grants. Build both. You're making money and you're winning other people's money. So how you do both is that you also help the hood along the way. You show them how you're helping others. So for me, I gave 10% back of my $1,000 grant win. I see one answer, which means the rest of y'all being real selfish to be having y'all hands out asking for some money and y'all don't want to help others. Grants are an ecosystem. So what at the top we have is these big organizations, foundations, corporations, and associations. So think Goldman Sachs, think Google, think FedEx, think banks like Bank United, Regions Bank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase. I'm thinking of the names that have been on my grant checks and on the grant checks of our grant winners over at blackwomeningrants.com. Office Depot, Office Max, MasterCard, Visa, American Express, UPS, the list goes on and on. And so they have what's known as CSR, where it's like they're from their profits or just a fund set aside. And for the most part, since 2025, they've been looking for Black women businesses to invest in. I know because I'm in those rooms. We just had a $500 million conversation in New York a couple weeks ago with people who manage $500 million accounts and gave us money with a $25,000 opportunity. So I'm in the room where these conversations are being had. I'm in the room where the checks are being written. I'm on the Zoom calls. I'm on the phone with people who write these checks. And they're asking me, how can we find more Black women to win this money? And so they set the example. So they got these multiple millions sitting in a fund. They're looking for Black women to apply for this funding. That's their give back. That's their social impact. That's their community service responsibility or community social responsibility. That's their philanthropic endeavor. That's the money they've set aside to help others. So once they find us, we're winning money because we're like, well, wait, it's not just me. Hold on. Let me tell you about the people in my hood I'm helping too. Is that okay? And I know for sure that this is why I win grants, because I've asked the same people who have written me those checks, why did you give me the checks? And my favorite answer so far has been because we see your legacy. So they let me know off the rip. It's not about you, babes. It's about the work you're doing to help Black women. You see what I'm saying? So I'm bringing others. So now, not only am I coming to receive their money, I'm bringing others with me, and it's a cycle. You see how we're helping each other? It's an ecosystem. So if you have never thought through how you can help others, if you only got your hand out, it's going to be hard to win a grant. Especially when there are hundreds and thousands of people applying for that same funding that do exactly what you do. But you got to have a way of standing out. So let me read some of the things if I can see them in time before TikTok deletes it. But put it in the chat. how you're helping other people with your 5 to 10%. So if you win $1,000, what you doing with that first $50 to $100 to give back? Given and shall be given. Sow a seed, because that harvest gonna still come later. But tell me what y'all doing real quick. My side says I would help out other struggling small businesses like myself. How? Tell me more about how you would do that. Katina says allow those who struggle to pay for my group to attend for free. That's exactly what I do, Katina. So I have a scholarship fund over at blackwomeningrants.com. And I help teach and mentor Black women with for-profit small businesses. And we offer that scholarship because I win grants, because I am bringing you with me. So what are you doing to help your community? Yes, tithes, I agree. And what? What else are you doing in addition to tithes? Because tithes is for your benefit as well as the church. So what you doing that you ain't getting nothing out of right away? I see you try to slip that in there. I'm saved too, child. We can talk church. But what you doing in addition to the tithe, my dear, to help the hood? How you helping the hood? Welcome, Diamond. She says it's her first time here. Shannon says transportation cover for veterans that need but can't afford it. Okay. Trina or Triana says agriculture, helping underserved communities with produce. Like it. D. Marie says offer to wash clothes for single moms and homeless. How sweet. I've never seen that answer, girl. Love it. Kimberly says help Black women own businesses stay in business. How? How are you going to do that, Kim? Let me know. Let's see. Is it Carmelitia or Carmelidia? Says host a fun educational event for the youth in the community. Love it. What kind of event? D. Marie says offer to. Oh, okay. I saw that one. Katina says housing for reentry. What kind of housing? Like, what are you gonna do? Are you paying rent? You gonna pay some bills for them? Like, what you gonna do? Shannon says tithes first. I know that's right. Tithes first, and then what? And then we gonna stack some cash, and then you could be a little gospel gangster as well. That's what I am. Trina says I work with youth and seniors teaching them about agriculture. I love it. That's a great social cause, social mission. And so you got to talk to the grant about your social impact. I notice our lives get real quiet when I talk about this because people are like, well, wait a minute, I don't get to keep all my money. You was just thinking about paying somebody to write these grants for you. Take that same money and put it back in your hood when you learn this skill about winning grants for your business, Black woman. Amen. Katina says building small compound, tiny homes. Love it. Anybody else want to tell me what your social mission is going to be? What you going to do with that money, YouTube? Where y'all at? I see y'all on here looking. Y'all better talk to me. I can see you in the chat. Tell me what you are going to do with 10% of your money, boo. That's a bar, by the way. Known to spit them from time to time. Okay. So let me tell you some good causes. Y'all put help in the chat if you want me to help you come up with some good causes. We're at 62,000 likes, by the way. I don't know if I have enough faith in y'all that we're going to supersede 100K, but we'll see. Y'all supposed to be tapping. Somebody has been. And Ricky, when I find you, Ricky, I'm going to hug you, girl. Miss Blue says create a scholarship at a local community college for students from my city or county. I love that. Adrian says, help the youth make toiletry bags to make their own money minutes. I don't know what that last part is, but it sounds like it started off well. So I also want to make toiletry bags, food cake for the homeless. Love it. Okay. So for those of you who said you want my help, let me reintroduce myself. Hey, y'all. My name is Dr. AJ Austin, founder of blackwomeningrants.com, where I help Black women, for-profit small business owners find, apply for, and win grants. Do me a favor. I want to see who will be the first person to do this. Hold down my nose on your phone. And when you do, your list of contacts, meaning contacts here on TikTok or whoever you forward videos to, should pop up. Your followers should pop up. Click a few of them. If they're Black women that you know could use grants that need to be a part of a conversation in a community like this, invite them to the live real quick. Let's get them in the room to be a part of this conversation. I'm getting hot, y'all. Thank y'all for sharing the live. I appreciate every one of you guys. Okay, so let's talk about, before we wrap up, I got a few more minutes here with you guys. I wanted to give away the scholarship. Now, again, it's on a first come, first serve basis over at blackwomeningrants.com. Facebook, I'm going to log off because I need to use my tablet. So, y'all come and join us. The link is in the replay. So, I'm going to go to the website and walk you through how to claim your scholarship price to join us in our mentorship. And then I'm going to show you in just a moment what your social impact should be looking like, because we talk about this in the mentorship program. Again, the website is www.blackwomeningrants.com. Let me pull it up for myself here. You can click the link in our description here on TikTok and it should pop right up. It's blackwomeningrants.com. I'm going to show you what it looks like on my side. It probably will be backwards, but let's see if it'll come up. There we go. So I have a little baby Baputa. This is a tablet that a grant got for me. It's an Amazon HD Fire. We're about to get a new something. I got to figure out what I want, but we got another grant that's going to cover some more tech for us. So we're about to upgrade her. She's about 2 years old now. But this is our website, blackwomeningrants.com. And that's Tay. That's the swim instructor in New York who's won over $35,500. It'll soon be more than that. But that's me and her. She came to Atlanta and we did some work together. When you scroll past Tay's picture, scroll down a little bit, you're going to see Ashley. I wish I could keep this still. Ashley is the lady in the picture here smiling with the locks. She's won over $42,000. She's an organic skincare line owner. And her picture is there. And when you scroll down, it's going to show you the options for us to work together. There are 3 options. The first is called Grant Prep Academy. That's our monthly membership. So if you need me live to hold your hand, we do 2 meetings a month live on Zoom. We're about to start our round for the fall. And so we just graduated our spring cohort. And everyone that joins our mentorship loves when I hold their hand and walk them through their grant. So that's what we do live twice a month in the membership. My bad. That comes with a complimentary access to our mentorship program, which is right here. The mentorship program is called the Grant Game Mentorship. It's $197, one-time payment. And it's access to it for a full 6 months. And so this is perfect for you if you like to move at your own pace. If you're booked and busy, your schedule is packed, but you're willing to carve out some time to apply for grants if I teach you what to do. How many of y'all say me? Put that in the chat. You're like, I just need to know what to do. Show me the way, point me in the direction, and I know how to follow steps. Put me in the chat if that's you, because I know we all learn different. Miss Kim says me. Yeah, I'm like that too. I'm like, just give it to me, let me go. I'll come back and ask questions if I got it. All y'all, it's a lot of y'all. So we like to learn on our own, and that's how my mentorship is set up. So I'm a trainer by degree. My degree is in training and development from Mercer University, class of 2016. And so I make sure all learning styles are addressed in the mentorship. So we got our videos for our visual people. I'm visual. We have our little workbooks that you can print out. All of these come in ebooks, so you can print them out, because I know some of us like to print and highlight and hole punch. Let me pick her. She feel excluded if I don't put her in there. So she in here too. So all of these are in ebook formats. So you get to do what I did, print it out, put it in a 3-ring binder, highlight, take notes. One of our mentees say she likes to print it out as her Bible. So she goes back and refers to it. This pink book here is called Finding Funding. Every time someone reads this more than once, they win more money every time they read. So Deanna Joy, she's a nonprofit grant writer. So she has been used to winning hundreds of thousands of dollars for her private nonprofit clients. She actually won $50,000 so far in our mentorship. but she's also now winning money for her for-profit business. And so she's read the book 3 times. So she's won over $86,000 so far. She was selected as a $1 million finalist in a small business pitch competition. And so it's some money for everybody. So if someone who writes grants for nonprofits is winning money as a for-profit from being in the mentorship, reading the book, imagine what's in it for you. So that's over at blackwomeningrants.com. If you like to go at your own pace, you already know how to hold yourself accountable. That one-time payment, $197. It's not monthly, it's one time. And you can break it up into payments using Klarna, Afterpay, or Affirm if you need it. Those are payment arrangements that are available. So when you get there, just make sure you click on the option that says right up here, the Grant Game Mentorship Program, $197. And then you scroll down, it's going to let you click on, hold on, the Learn More option. I'm trying to make it bigger and work backwards. That's hard to do live, okay? So you just gonna click where it says Learn More, and then it's gonna take you to the actual page that tells you all about the program. This is Brittany. 90 days into our mentorship, she won $15,000. She went from being right here on the lives like you guys are. She was unemployed. 90 days. So for those of you who are asking how long does it take to win a grant, I tell my mentees to give yourself 90 days as you go through the mentorship and everything that I teach you. So Brittany applied everything I taught her, and 90 days later, she was standing on the stage with her check made to her company for $15,000 to start her business. And so if you scroll down from Brittany, the options to, hold on, join the mentorship, they're here. So they all break down what's in the program, and then you can just click on register, and it'll take you where you need to be. Any questions about joining us in the mentorship? I saw someone said, you're not the kind that likes to work on your own. So that's an option on there as well. That's option number 2, our monthly mentorship or membership, where every month for 3 months we'll be live. So make sure you join us for the next cohort that's coming up in the fall. You can click on that link on the blackwomeningrants.com website, learn about that program, make sure your business is a good fit for it, and go register to join us. And that way you can get live accountability twice a month, making sure that you're finding grants, you're applying for them, and you're positioned to win them, because that's what it's about, positioning. That's what we're talking about, the angles of how to win, what to say. So we're about to dive back into that as well. Does anyone have any questions about joining us, getting me as your mentor to help you win grants? Put your questions in the chat. Again, the website is blackwomeningrants.com. I talked about the bonus call with me that comes with the first person who joins us tonight. I talked about our live event that's coming up in November. It's either going to be online or live here in Atlanta. So if you're trying to get to my city, then come on, sis. If we're live, I got to wait, get the okay from Google, and then we'll announce it to our mentees and those of you who have won a ticket. But you got to be first to join me during the live tonight to get the ticket. And yes, some other goodies I ain't ready to tell y'all about. So come join us, okay? All right. Any questions before we move on? Tap your screen if you're still tapped in, literally. Tap on your screen. Let me watch some hearts flutter. Let me know you're still tuned in. You're listening. You got your journals. You're taking notes. You're paying attention. You're ready for this final little secret key to being on your way to win a grant. Because even if we never see each other again, I want you to walk away with something that you can go literally apply, pun intended, to these grants and win this money, honey. And then come back and tell me that you won, okay? Send a pigeon. Send an email and let me know you won. All right. Thank you for the love. I see y'all. We're at 67K. Keep tapping. So we talked about how you need an angle to win grants and how it's called your social impact, your community impact. You're giving back, helping others, because you're coming with your hand out asking for money. The ecosystem that starts with these multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar companies having a budget set aside to help Black women. We're coming in winning this money, and we're bringing others with us. The best way to do this, regardless of what type of business you have, is to make sure that not only are you helping others, but you're helping them in a way that's going to benefit them, not just one time. So think of those of you who said, I want to host workshops. Those of you who want to host events for the youth, for homeless, for underserved, underprivileged, low income. You can throw in students, veterans, seniors, people in rural areas. You can throw in immigrants, refugees. I just watched a video from a $10,000 grant winner today that was also selected for the grant that my client was selected for today. And he helps give scholarships to immigrants that are here in the U.S., immigrant students. So he just got $10,000 from, forgot the I think it's MasterCard that's behind that one. And so I'm sharing that because when you not only show a grant the angle of I'm helping the hood, I'm bringing others with me, I'm paying it forward as gratitude because you guys are giving back to me, you're also showing them how you're helping. So if you use keywords, like I mentioned, refugees, the homeless, underserved, underprivileged, underfunded, people with no voice, students, graduates, seniors, meaning senior citizens. I'm thinking people with backgrounds from judicial system, people formerly incarcerated, those with maybe they didn't graduate high school. All of these are keywords to help you further set up your angle. So if there are hundreds of people that are applying for this grant, and maybe several of them, I don't know how many exactly, will be doing the same thing you do, your community impact is what's going to set you apart, and it's either going to make or break your application to help you stand out. Y'all got it? Got it in the chat if you got it. This is helping. It's making sense. You can see yourself doing it. Let me know. Just put got it in the chat. Katina got it. DeMarie got it. Okay. So this is making sense. This is how you start to win a grant. This is how you help the hood. This is how you show a grant. You have no problem helping others because you yourself are receiving help. Y'all got it? Any questions? Let me know. I want to answer a question or two if you have a question. And then we will wrap up with me telling you where to go find some of these grants. And I may even have time for the first person who wants to grab their scholarship price to join us in our mentorship tonight. I may have an extra few minutes to bring you on the live and give you some coaching, complimentary. All right. Any questions? Any ahas? What's been your takeaway so far? Let's do a recap because we've been talking about you and what you do. So y'all told me what your business is. You told me what you could use, like your extra 5 to 10% in grant wins to help the hood. You told me if your business was a startup or you've started and you're looking to get further established by winning these grants. So we've talked through a lot since you've been here. So tell me, what was your takeaway? Right. DeMarie says giving back to the community was her takeaway. Miss Ken says the keywords to use was her takeaway. Anybody else want to share what their takeaway, their aha, something that you've learned, something that you're walking away with from tonight before we go? Let me know. What has been your takeaway? Scrolling through some old comments. I thought it'll let me go back to the beginning, but TikTok be tripping. Okay. Let me pull y'all back up on our YouTube. Y'all got any questions? I see you there. If you got questions, now's the time to ask. I see y'all over there. Katina says community impact is the key. It's the secret. Trust me. Try it out and let me know when you win your next grant. Amen. Right. The keywords to use. Trish says, can you have more than one business? You can. Said giving back was my takeaway. Yes. You can have more than one business, but they ask you to apply for one grant for one business at a time. So what I like to tell my clients to do in the mentorship is you can have multiple businesses. One of our biggest grant winners, her name is Felicia, Dr. Fab. She just got her doctorate. She won a grant to help pay the tuition for her doctorate program. And so she just got that this week. She tagged me in her social media post. So she's won, but she has 9 businesses. So she has to choose one business at a time to apply for a grant. And then I say, take that model now that you know how to win a grant and go out and apply for more grants for your other businesses. So if you can take one business, one vision, one idea, apply for one grant at a time, and then go repeat that success method. Because one thing you don't want to do is tell them everything you do in one application, and or you don't want to like throw them off. Like, well, what is she really trying? Like, we don't even understand, you know. So do one at a time. But you can win more than one grant. You can win multiple grants for all of your businesses. It's just about applying, but you want to make sure your application is getting better every time you apply. You want to make sure that it's meeting, or what we call aligning. That's what I talk about in the ASK book. Keep trying to hold her, even though she's falling apart in this frame. But ASK, A is for align, S is for your social impact, and K is for knowledge, knowing your numbers. So we teach you how to ask for the money the right way. If you've ever applied for a grant and you haven't won yet, or they ghosted you, or you asked them to tell you why you didn't win and they ghosted you, I teach you how to get beyond that, okay? To make sure that you are getting better and better every time you apply for a grant, because it's a skill. And so I said I was going to tell you I want to go find these grants. You can literally go to Google right now and type in grants for small business. It's that simple. The thing is when you get access to that grant or that grant application or a list of grants, or somebody sends you something, you want to know what to say on the application that's going to help you win that grant. And that's what I teach you how to do in our mentorship program over at blackwomeningrants.com. Okay. So finding grants are easy. Grants come a dime a dozen. I got so many, I miss a lot of the deadlines, because by the time I finish reading through one, sending them out, because I individually send out grant applications to those of you in our mentorship that I know these grants will benefit. I'm sharing something tonight. I done lost the tab, girl. I got so many tabs open, but grants are easy to find, but you got to know how to win them. You know, it's like getting in a game you don't know nothing about. You got to know the rules of the game. You got to know how to play. You got to know what to say. You got to know what points will qualify you. So I gave y'all a little insight tonight, but I dive deeper into this in our mentorship program over at blackwomeningrants.com. So if you want to come join us, I invite you to do just that. Again, the website is blackwomeningrants.com. And so that's where I teach you how to gain the confidence in applying for these grants, because a lot of people don't know they qualify. They don't know what to say on the applications. They're like, am I doing this right? They're like, you know, does this work? Is this legit? Are grants a scam? Can I win? Do I need a grant writer? Can you help me, Dr. AJ? I got you on the back end. You just got to be willing to make the time. I'm not asking you to find the time to do it. I'm telling you to make the time. Okay. And I teach you how to do that with my step-by-step strategies of how to increase your chances of winning. Because once you win your first grant, time applying for a grant will never be a concern for you. Okay. When you get that first check in your hand, whether it's $500, $250, $1,000, and $10,000 up, you find the time. You would do it too for a check. So I give you that personalized coaching and that approach with templates. Yes, I tell you what to say on small business grant applications. I literally share with you the answers on my small business grants that have won me money. So just follow the leader. So that's what you want to be learning from someone who is doing this. I'm in the grant game with y'all. Grants are a game. We got winners and we got lessons to learn to go out and win next time. Okay. So I've won 3 grants so far. The last 3 that I've applied to, I've won them easily, but I've been applying consistently. That's how you get better and better. It's embarrassing to see my first grant application, but it's even more rewarding because I won a grant with that first application. So I'm teaching you guys what I do. So you get 6 months access, meaning you can go in and watch the videos, go in and watch or read the books, go in and listen to the interviews I've done with our grant winners. Come join us in our upcoming events, and then be a part of the other fun stuff we got going on, like the bonus call with me. Everybody loves their call. We get 60 minutes on the phone just to talk about you, your business, what you do, what you need a grant for, how to go win that grant. I help you come up with your angle, and then we walk through what grants you need to be applying for based on where you are in your business. So over at blackwomeningrants.com is the spot to go claim your scholarship price of the $197 to come join us. I also make myself available via email. And we just introduced a new community. I'll be sharing more details with our mentees coming up, where y'all get unlimited access to me live beyond TikTok. Some of y'all have been talking to on our bulletin here. Many of you are joining us in our new community. And I'm excited about all of that. So all of that is included in the Grant Game Mentorship Program. I'm usually live here with you guys Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on TikTok. So you can follow this page to get notified for when we go live. But you really want to be interacting in between the lives, okay? Because that's where the magic happens. Like I'm just, going about my day. I check in with you guys. I check on y'all all the time. But y'all are checking in with me, sending me screenshots of your winnings that say congratulations. And then my favorite, the ones telling you your payment is on the way. And so you got your stuff set up, ready to receive, right? So that's what we do. Lady Lovely says, you're so beautiful. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. So the bonus resources, your 24-hour access to me with your grant focused questions, our live office hours are right here on TikTok. And then when TikTok goes away, we'll be in our own online community. So that plus our monthly list of grants, all of that is shared in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com, along with the schedule of those of you who are like, you know what? I can apply for grants on the weekend. I can apply for them early in the morning. I can apply for them late at night. The grant that I won last week for $6,000, I applied for it 97, not 97, 9 p.m. at night is what I'm trying to say. And so I won it. So if you find the time, if you make the time, it happens. Okay. So I did a 2-week and a 30-day grant application roadmap to teach you how to find the time to track your grants. One of our mentees, Ashley Rankin, who's won over the $42,000 in grant funding and those funding opportunities for her community. She's doing so well. She has a organic skincare line, and she, after school, teaches little Black girls self-care, wellness, keeping the theme of her brand. So she won a $10,000 grant from L'Oreal. So she was applying for so many grants. She created this gorgeous spreadsheet, and then she shares with y'all for free in the mentorship the spreadsheet that she designed to keep up with your grant applications. She also left the links of the grants that she applied to, so you can go apply to those same grants if you would like, if your business qualifies. So we got the small business grant database, our list with over $1.2 million in funding of those grants that have been vetted for you as a Black woman with a for-profit small business. And you can easily access those that list of grants, download our books. There's an app that'll read the book to you. And then you get some videos from me teaching you all about what we call the grant game. That's why we call it the Grant Game Mentorship Program. So again, if you like to move at your own pace, you know how to hold yourself accountable. You just need the blueprint. This is it, babes. We got you. So that's the Grant Game Mentorship, the one-time payment for $197. That gives you 6-month access to that self-paced, self-study small business grant coaching course. And you learn at your leisure whenever you're ready. Okay. And so let's see. Oh, and then I'm available. Did I say that? Via email 24/7 for you to answer or get your questions answered. And then if you need me to hold your hand live, it's me, you, and a small group of other Black women with for-profit small businesses. I give you that real-time accountability, that hand-holding, that step-by-step finding, applying for, and winning grants in the monthly membership program called Grant Prep Academy. So just choose which option works best for you. That's over at blackwomeningrants.com. And then, hold on, y'all, I got to sneeze. It ain't coming. It's weird. If you're just nosy and want to read the books, like, let me see what you're talking about, you can also choose the ebook bundle that's there on the site as well, where you get all 3 of the ebooks. And that's $97. I'm going to sneeze in a minute. Are there any questions before I go? It's almost 8 o'clock. I've been on here too long with you guys. Again, the mentorship is over at blackwomeningrants.com. If you're like, I need your help, I'm interested, I'm thinking through the messages I get. Can you help me win a grant? Where can I find grants? I need a grant for this. Everything you need to know to win your next $5,000, $10,000, up to $100,000 is over at blackwomeningrants.com. I forgot to tell y'all about our $100,000 grant winner. Her name is Raven DuVernay. She's a Black woman farmer in Baltimore. She won $100,710. A copy of her check, a picture of her check is on the website, blackwomeningrants.com. So y'all come join us. I will be happy to have you. You're going to see Tay is there. Let me show y'all Tay. Let me go back. This is one of her recent pictures. Y'all going to see her a lot because she keeps winning. So if you scroll, these are the two options for us to work together. There's no question. It's very clear, very simple. It takes 2 minutes to sign up. There's the option for the book bundle. Here's more about me. You can Google me because I know y'all nosy. I'm out there. Malcolm Jamal Warner may pop up. He played a character called Dr. AJ Austin, and they filmed it live here in Atlanta. So may he rest in peace. I was so looking forward to telling him about that when I met him. He made it to heaven before they come up when you Google me. This is the same one that was at the top. She's that swim instructor in New York. She just won $3,500 from a small business pitch competition. Then that's another one that she won $5,000. All of this just happened this year, y'all. And then here she is talking about her first few $1,000s in wins. Hold on, it's gonna try to play. I guess I could play that for y'all. Hold on. I didn't think about that. Y'all ready? Hold on, where's play? Okay.
My name is Tanika Sands Hendricks, founder of My Own Lane Aquatics, and I have won $14,850 in grant wins and prizes with Dr. AJ.
So this was her in April when she flew here to Atlanta for a VIP day to hang out with me. So since April, she's now at $35,500. So that's that on that. Amen. So you just scroll beyond her video. There's another option for you guys to sign up. Are there any questions about joining us in our mentorship program? YouTube, I'm sorry, I forgot y'all couldn't see what I see. Here are Tay's pictures. Here's her video. And here is how you join. So if you're ready to stop doubting yourself, wondering, can I win a grant? And you're ready to start applying, not just collecting information, because some of y'all just knows and like, let me see what you seeing. You want to see your name on a check, right? Okay. Let's start getting you qualified, getting you eligible by tapping into my expertise. Grants is what I do. And I'm really sharing like the secrets. You ain't gonna see this a whole lot of places. Y'all got any questions for me? Let me know. Because I'm here to talk about what has worked for me and that has helped our crew win like $500,000 in grants. When I start coughing and my voice is going, I gotta go, y'all. So any final questions? If you've never applied for a grant, the mentorship program is great to help you take your first steps. If you haven't won a grant recently, the mentorship program is great for you to take your next steps because grants change all the time. There was a grant at the top of this month. It started out for $5,000. I'm not crying, y'all. My eyes are watering. Allergies kicking my butt. 2 weeks into the application process, this lady said, I'm going to double it and make it $10K. And I know it was free when y'all applied 2 weeks ago. So if you got your application in, good. But everybody else, they're paying an application fee. I was like, wait a minute. You could do that. And she can because it's her money. My application was already submitted. So the rules change all the time with grants because that's their money. They can do whatever they like. So you just want to make sure that you get in first. I tell our mentees when you get access to the list of grants, make sure you're applying as soon as you find out about a grant. Because grants are also known to do two things. One, they can extend the deadline like she did. They were supposed to be due by like the end of this month and the winner announced next month or something like that. She said, well, we're going to also extend it to December. So those of us who had already applied, we got to wait 4 more months to see who won this grant. So they can change the rules and it tells you that in their terms and conditions. And I teach y'all to read what we call the rules, restrictions, and regulations, teaching you how to play this game. Also making sure that you're not just sitting and twiddling your thumbs and waiting to hear back to see if you won. You've already gone off. Like I got a letter from a grant yesterday. I don't even remember applying for that grant. I was like, I applied. When, girl? You want to forget about it. You want to have a roster. And so that's what I teach you guys to do, making sure you consistently apply for grants, but also making sure your applications are getting better and better every time you apply, because that's the key to winning, okay? It was something else I wanted to share with you guys. So I said they can extend the deadline. Oh, they can end it early too. They can say we've had so many people, we're overwhelmed with application. It was highly competitive, and they can cut it off. And so, because our list of grants come out every month at the top of the month, you want to get in, like go through that list. We have about 80 to 90 different opportunities every month on that list. And they're divided by country, they're divided by open application season. And so, you want to go in and organize the ones you know your business qualifies for. You want to apply for those and consistently apply for the grants. So, if you're setting aside time, like I teach you how to do, you're consistently applying. That's the key to winning grants as well. So that's the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. Oh, I turned off the share. Okay. Blackwomeningrants.com. YouTube, do you have any questions? I'm about to turn y'all off in a minute. Let me share my screen. There we go. Let me know if y'all have questions, YouTube, before we go. Oh, here's an email about a grant. Hold on. National. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm coming back to questions. I know some of y'all were asking while I was talking, but I went on that page. Hold on. Okay. Let me get out of here. Let me check on YouTube. I don't see any comments, YouTube. Let me find our chat. Uh-oh. What I'm doing for real. Okay. Let's start at the bottom. Hi. Is it Avery? Hey, girl. Yes, I did do my audiobook at your husband's studio in Douglasville in 2019. Hey, girl. How are you? I love it. It's such a small world. Hey, and you did my intro. Good to see you. God is so good. Ain't it a small world? Look at Douglasville representing. That is not random. That was me, girl. Trish says, do you have to have a business plan? We talked about that. No. Okay, my voice gonna make me wrap up. D. Marie says, so glad she's joined. Trish says, do you? Let me find my shoe. I need to put my shoes on. Hold on. You said, do they want to see revenue? Trish, it depends on how old your business is, and it depends on the grant itself. So talk to me real quick. Hold on, my lips dry. If you haven't started yet, of course you don't have revenue to share with them, but they may ask you for something called projected revenue or projected financials, meaning in 12 months, what can you see yourself having made if you were to launch this business? And then if you've been in business, they may ask for your profit and loss statement. They may ask for a copy of your taxes. It's just like, it's up in the air based on what the grant asks for. So even if you haven't made money, don't let that scare you. Still apply. Absolutely. Said very helpful. Good. Let me know if you got more questions. I'm going to try to answer a couple before I go. You said I asked you last time. I had to get off. So glad your business is more. Girl, God is good. God is so good. Yeah, I've written several more books since you were in the kitchen. I think you were cooking that day. Me and Yo Boo, he over in the producers. Do he still do that? Because they want me to come. They want me to do an audio for a couple of my books. I was like, y'all don't understand what I went through the last time. How long was I at y'all's house? Like 4 hours in there clapping so I can tell him where I messed up. He listening. I'm recording on the live that day. My cousin on the live fussing. Talking about, stop moving your hand, because I was conducting. I was like, girl, that's how I made it through the reading. Shut up. He laughing, getting inspired through the book. I loved it. It was such a great experience. Thank y'all so much. I hope y'all are doing so good. Oh, I'm forgetting our scholarship winner. Hold on 1 second. I see you, babes. Dury? Is that how you say it? Let me know. I see you. Congratulations, my dear. YouTube. I'm going to wrap y'all up because I can't tell. Okay, I'm sharing the... Okay, I'm going to leave y'all on for a little bit. I couldn't tell which screen I was sharing. I ain't trying to share my business. I'm checking my email. It's going to be nosy. Mind your business. Okay. Dury, did you get the second page that should have popped up for you when you registered? If not, no worries. I'll just send you an email real quick before I go. But let me know if you're still on the live with us. That second page, I'm about to email you anyway, real quick, just to make sure you get it, because it's going to walk you through how to claim your free call with me. What's the date? 29th. There we go. Hey, this is 29th. For real. This month got up out of here. Okay, okay, you signed up for our monthly membership. So we're going to see you on our next call. We meet every first and last Tuesday. We just had a call this Tuesday. We'll have a call next Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to having you there. So let me get you your email. Hopefully it popped up for you, but if not, no worries. Let me email you real quick. Any final questions before we go? This is going to take me a few seconds to send. And let's see. Oh, let me go through. Okay, there we go. Let's make sure I'm sending the right email, child. I be done sent the wrong thing to the wrong person. And then y'all be like, I didn't get my email. Girl, I sent it to somebody. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm coming back to the questions. Ask away. If you got anything before I go, I'm about to wrap up here soon. Voice hanging on by a string. I'm going to have to go rest to give me some tea or something. Okay, let's see. Day 9/2. There we go. Okay. All right, Dury. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I just emailed you. Let me know you got it. You can also just click the link in the email and I'll know you got it so that I can let you into the learning portal, which has your welcome packet and it has all of the books. Your ebooks are there to download. It has your list of grants. So some of the grants that are on the list for this month, August, are still open applications. So you want to go through that list. Our next list will be here in 2 days or so. And you just click that same link, it refreshes. What else is there? Our interviews with our grant winners, details about our upcoming calls. All of that is there. So I'm so excited to have you here. So congratulations, my dear. All right, let me check on YouTube. Y'all be real quiet on YouTube. YouTube be funny acting a little bit. But y'all be on here though. Y'all be listening. Hey, YouTube. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Make sure my mute is off. I be done did a whole live on mute. You said, I need you to help me learn how to use it. Girl, I'm still learning. I'm so new to this. I just be like watching everybody else live. Be like, ooh. I just be sitting and clicking stuff. I didn't know that could do that. So listen. That's what I'm doing. So follow along. We in this together. Let's learn together, honey. Okay, let's see. Said you're better now. Come on back, girl. Girl, we got an app that read the books. So AI does that for now. Oh no, child. I don't know if I can make it through another album recording because that's what it is. Trish says I was advised not to file taxes because I didn't make money. I don't know, Trish. You may need to talk to your accountant. When I win a grant, I send all my stuff to my guy. He is my tax advisor, honey. He know all that. I don't be knowing. I'm like, here, I won this. Handle it. That's what I pay him for. So I don't know, girl. You don't want me to get to making stuff up. Google it. Talk to chat about that. I don't know how that works. Some grants will ask you to, they will mention, you do have to sign a tax form agreeing for them to send you the money because they're going to file on their end saying that they gave the money away. And so you're going to sign a W-9. And then they're going to say you're, you are responsible for filing your own taxes. So I say talk to your tax person about that. I ain't gonna make nothing up. Also read the terms and conditions of the grants because the grant will tell you what's required. They will tell you if they need your taxes. They will tell you, it just depends. It depends on what stage your business is in and all that good stuff. So it's usually written out, spelled out in the details of the grant before you accept the payment. Okay. All right, YouTube, I'm logging off as soon as I can figure out how to do this. Y'all ain't talking. Y'all ain't answering no questions. So I'll see y'all next time. Okay. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm here. All right.